Republican Senator Lindsey Graham sounding the alarm on some potential deep cuts in defense spending, as much as $600 billion over the next decade. He fears that the cuts could make us unprepared for new threats like Iran and the growing military strength of China. Peter Ducey is live in our D.C. bureau. So, Peter, why is Senator Graham so concerned about this now?
Heather, there are a few reasons, but chief among them is Iran. Senator Graham was kind enough to let us drive and fly around with him exclusively for 2 days this week in South Carolina while he was meeting with military leaders and constituents. And he was telling them that Iran is moving closer to getting a nuclear weapon every single day, while we have been moving closer to automatic across-the-board cuts at the Pentagon every single day since that debt-reducing super committee failed. So he says if Iran's technology is constantly improving and ours isn't, then we are in trouble.
In modern warfare, if you're not advancing and improving your technology, you become very much at risk. So if we cut $1 trillion out over the next decade, our modernization programs come to a halt, and you're talking about personnel cuts of gigantic proportions, so you can't project force.
And so Senator Graham is calling on President Obama to meet with a bipartisan group of senators at the White House before the election to try to find some substitute cuts that would spare the Pentagon. But the White House so far says they are only interested in a solution that includes a balanced approach. Heather.
And Peter, what does the Secretary of Defense think about all this?
This morning, actually, on a trip to Asia, Secretary Panetta essentially said that sequestration would change the game in certain parts of the world, like the Pacific, where he is, and not in a good way for us.
If sequester takes place, as I've pointed out before, it's going to seriously impact on our strategy. I think we'd probably have to be in a situation where we'd have to throw that strategy out the window and then have to take a whole new look at how we're able to respond. I'm hoping that won't happen.
And on our tour of South Carolina, it became clear that sequestration is a jobs issue too, because in some small towns, military bases employ a lot of people, and some local mayors told us that deep cuts could mean long unemployment lines in their towns. Heather?
All right, thank you very much. Peter Ducey reporting for us. Thanks.